Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. This is your November full month astrology forecast. So before we jump into your sign individually, I just want to let you know that for the month of November, we do have a full moon in Taurus occurring on November 5th. We have a new moon in Scorpio occurring on November 19th. And for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, that is occurring on November 27th. So stay tuned and we will jump into your sign individually and take a look at your month ahead. Welcome, Taurus friends. If your sun, moon, or rising falls in the sign of Taurus, then this is your reading. So we're going to get your spread for November and see what's happening for you. So the first card that came out for you is Kinship, Community, and Your Group. So there may be some involvement in a new group that you are joining or something that pertains to joining something within your community. Maybe you are just meeting people that are making you feel a sense of community. So we're going to keep going with your reading and see where that's going to take us. The next one here is Test. Life's challenges are opportunities for growth. You may be facing a difficult decision or situation, but don't shy away from it. Embrace the test and you'll emerge stronger and wiser. All right. So maybe at this time you might be forced to lean on your community for support, for help, okay? And maybe that's tough for you. Maybe you're more of an individual person and you're like, I could do this myself kind of thing. So this might be part of your test at the current moment. The next card we got out is Stubborn. It can denote perseverance, but it also may hinder progress. This is flexibility, resolve, and growth. Wait a minute. A Taurus, the bull, is stubborn? What? Okay, I'm just kidding, but you know, that is your sign, your symbology. So, stubborn. Are you being flexible at this current moment? If you are not willing to reach out to others for help, you know, that may be part of this test and being stubborn and not wanting to do that. But maybe you're being pushed to do that. Like, hey, it's okay to ask for help sometimes. You just need to reach out and do it, you know? And then we also have Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. So this could be something that you're going through at the current moment. Maybe there is something that you're like, wow, is this ever going to end? Maybe it ends when you reach out and ask for help, you know? It'll keep continuing. It's giving me like repetitive lessons where you're like, okay, I keep thinking I can do this myself, but then I keep failing at something. And if I finally just reach out and admit that I need help, that's when the storm ends. That's when the test ends. So, all right, we're going to jump into the tarot and see what else we can get for your reading for November. Tell me more about this for Taurus, please. What else do we have here? Thank you. We have the Chariot. It's time to move. It's time to go. All right, what else? The Knight of Pentacles. Time to move towards something more solid and stable. Okay, both cards of action and movement. King of Pentacles. All right, a lot of earth energy here. This is stable. It could be money-centric here. Wow, 9 of Pentacles. Look at all this money on the table. It's like, here's the thing. You have all this stability on the table here, but you just have to make the choice to move towards it. Wheel of Fortune is here, which means luck favors you at this moment. And, you know, something is spinning behind the scenes on your behalf, but you are also being called to take action as well at this time. So perhaps the question in the back of your mind is, what is it that's going to make me feel solid and stable, right? That I have enough and that there will always be enough. Okay, so maybe this is getting out of a lack mentality, like the worry that there's not always going to be enough. right? Will I always be provided for? Will I always be able to pay my bills? That kind of thing. That's what this feels like. A lot of earth energy, a lot of monetary, like materialistic things on the table here. There's no cups, there's no swords, and there's no wands. So it feels very much that your mind is strictly in the physical at this point. Like the tangible. All right, let's get some more. What else do we have for this reading, please, for Taurus? Thank you. We have giving money. All right. So what I'm getting with this is instead of worrying about receiving money, maybe it's time to give money. Like they do say that in order to receive something that you must first give it. You know, are you charitable with your money or are you being stingy with it? You know, I almost went to the stubborn card, but I'm like, let's not go there. Let's see what else we have, please, for this reading for Taurus. What else do we have? Thank you. All right, we have Boss Daddy. So again, very much mimicking here this King of Pentacles energy, masculine energy, stable, rich, business owner. That could be you. That could be somebody else that's coming into your life to assist you, to help you through this. All right, what else do we have? And then we have the Jackpot card. So winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Are you expecting something, an inheritance or something like that? Maybe the test is, if you do win something, are you going to be charitable with it? Like, are you going to keep this all to yourself? Or are you going to give some of it away, like to the other less fortunate people? Again, community is here. Like, it's good to have all the money, but don't hoard it. All right. I also have moving on. Thank you. Next. Nine of Pentacles is single energy. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that pertains to you. Take it if it resonates. What are you moving on? All right. This card came out twice. I tried to put it back and it came back out. It's stalking you. So we have F being nice. Be nice, but not too nice. Not everyone deserves your kindness. All right. Maybe it's the opposite problem. Maybe rather than being stingy with your money, you're being too giving with your money and everybody's just taking from you. And it's time to finally use it for yourself, for your own good. You know what I mean? Like maybe you did win the lottery or something, or you have an inheritance and like people are lining up at your door like, hey, can I have some of that? Can I have a big chunk of that so that you have nothing left? You know, that kind of thing. So take that as it resonates, because I feel like maybe some of you might be in one category and some maybe in another. It's good to share, you know, when you win money, right, to charitable things, to people who need it and that sort of thing, to help support others, but also make sure that at the end of the day, you are still good. You know what I mean? Now, if you're in the opposite situation where you give too much and then there's nothing left for you at the end of the day, that's where this card comes in. So don't give everything away to everybody else, because this is not for them. You're going to use your discernment to decide who gets this money, okay? And this is all about money on the table. It totally is. I don't see any other way that this could be construed any other way. Lots of money on the table, okay? Lots of money. But the thing is you just have to use your discernment with it and decide how much of it needs to be for you and your needs, right? Make sure your needs are met first. Then you can go ahead and give to charitable contributions and that sort of thing, okay? I'm also getting that with the Wheel of Fortune being here that, enjoy this season because this may not last forever. Like, it's giving me MC Hammer. He bought a gold toilet and then went bankrupt. So be careful with your money, okay? Don't go splurging on dumb stuff like a gold toilet if it's going to run out next year. You know what I mean? Like, invest wisely. Give money to charitable organizations, that sort of thing, right? Grow your money. All right. So I'm going to now pull from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And this is the card that we got. You have Sewer Mermaid. Your sensuality is beautiful. Number 25. So we're just going to read the divination message for that card. Part of you that is natural and beautiful, most likely your body and appearance, has been influenced by thoughts and ideas about it being unworthy, unhealthy, and perhaps even dirty. So a part of you has had to evolve and exist in a less than healthy way. It is time to clean up your act. Not of your natural looks, but of the way that you have thought about yourself. Something beautiful has been treated badly. It is now up to you to begin to reframe your ideas and thoughts, and therefore your experiences of yourself, your body, your worth, your ability to attract others, and to see yourself as worthy of love, respect, and consideration. Let this strong survivor mermaid show you how to love yourself and your appearance again, and to rise above the rubbish and stink of negative conditioning regarding your beautiful body and unique self. You are beautiful and very worth loving. This is the only truth that must be told at this time. Okay, so now I just got a different version of these cards on the table. Maybe some of you are already single and have a lot of money and are honestly afraid, I don't want to say of love, but maybe of attracting the wrong types of people. Because that's all they see in you is the money. All right, you may be a masculine energy. And you may have lots of money. And yet you're like, wait a minute. I keep attracting gold diggers, like that kind of thing, you know? And so you're like, yeah, I need to move on from this and stop being nice and just, overgiving. Because some of these people don't deserve to be given it. Your energy, your money, whatever this is. So, if this resonates with you, this part of the message, just know that the right person that comes along, you don't have to disclose right up front that you're a millionaire or whatever this situation is, right? You don't have to disclose that, right? Leave money out of the conversation. I know 9 times out of 10, that's like one of the first things when you're dating. You're like, what do you do for a job? And then they are like, I am this and I am this, It's like, okay, well, then they're sitting there judging based on your clothes, your car, your house, your restaurant that you picked, what type of person you are and how much money you have. And there are gold diggers out there. So what this message is telling you is you will meet the right person when the conversation of money doesn't come up. You're just going to feel it naturally, and it's going to happen naturally. Then later on down the road, you might bring up the money situation. Like, it's giving me, first I heard The Prince and the Pauper, but then I also went to the story of Aladdin when Princess Jasmine dresses up as a commoner, and, Aladdin meets her and has no idea that she's the princess. And, he falls for her. and doesn't care that she has money. But literally every prince that showed up at the castle, that's all they cared about. And so she was like, ew, I don't want anything to do with you all. You're all arrogant a-holes, and I don't choose any of you, you know? So Aladdin is poor, and he's got a good heart, and she's like, oh yeah, hey, you there. Like, even though I'm pretending to be this poor person dressed in rags, you know, all he did was show her an adventure that day, in that moment. And she was like, hey, I like this. And guess what? He doesn't know that I have money. And that's when it happens, right? So there's ways to attract people into your life without flashing your money. And I'm not saying you're flashing your money, but what I am saying is that you don't have to have like a money conversation with somebody if this part of the reading pertains to you. Try to, and I don't even want to say like dull down the money aspect of it, right? Don't be so flashy and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, that's hard to explain. But know that you will attract the right person in the right energy if you meet them under circumstances where money is not necessarily the topic of conversation, right? Like if you're on like rich guy apps, the women that are looking for you are definitely gold diggers. I mean, hello. So again, use your discernment. What I'm getting here is that for the lot of you, you're in a situation where there's a test, where you have to decide for yourself if, I keep getting, again, monetary things, money, stability, is getting in the way of something for you. All right? So trust your instincts, trust your intuition. Whatever this storm is that's here, it is going to come to an end. You don't have to be nice to everybody, and it's okay to say goodbye to the people that are not here for the right reasons. Okay? Maybe you're famous. Maybe, you know, in this card here, there's like gold records on the wall. Maybe you are famous. And that's who lines up at your door. Can you give me some money? I want some more, please. And you're just sitting here like, like these two guys. They're like, why is it always gotta be like this? I'm just here in my nice suit. I just want to live my life and be happy. But I just keep getting these gold diggers. And again, you don't have to be a masculine to identify with this reading. That's just the energy on the table, okay? So, trust your intuition, okay? Because you do have kinship here. And you're going to meet somebody when you're doing the thing that you enjoy and the thing that you love. And when money is not the topic of conversation, okay? All right, my Taurus friends, this has been your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, wonderful. Go ahead and give it a like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. If it didn't, that's okay. This is not your reading then. Don't force it to fit. All right? But I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.